slowly, because once they got people's interest in them and they got a collection going, they're going to slowly trickle out those small grunt suits, but like only one type, right? And then
you think you'll catch the like how many? Like there's a lot of SDs out.
There's a ton. There's a
and
crap
that's not even talking about like. I'm just talking about. Hello, people out there. New fresh episode of the Undergated podcast, presented to you by the Undergated Network. It's your lovely host, Coop, at It's Coop. I also have another lovely fellow right here in Austin. What's going on, bro? Gumpler Tesseract on Instagram. What's going on, man?
What's good? What's good? Nothing much, man. Just doing the do, being alive, living it up best
Absolutely.
I can. How about you? How's it going?
I can't complain, man. Can't complain. This is going to be kind of a chill episode. We're missing a homie CD right now. He's on a vacation. Family first, as always. So you're just going to be chilling with us if y'all don't mind, and we appreciate it. And it's just going to be chill. We're going to relax, talk some Gunplug, some Gundam, different lanes too. I've been kind of in my toy photography thing going on, and you've been killing it with your last build, man. Amazing. But we're going to dive into that. But first thing first, as always, bro, how was your week? How's your week been?
Week's been all right. It's we're coming off of a 3-day weekend with Juneteenth passing by, so this is the first full week since then, and it's moving along. I'm expecting something to happen here shortly, but it hasn't happened yet. So my anticipation, my excitement for the week is still there, but now it's at like a just
spoiling out.
Yeah, spoiling out. So I mean, I know we just started, but I'm getting the feeling down in my gut that it's probably not going to happen. So, but no, this week's been okay. It's been all right. It's been hanging in there. Fam came down and visit me over the weekend. So I had my brother, my sister-in-law, my mom and dad all came down to visit me, and we just chilled out, went around the shop, found some stuff. Yeah. That's for another topic, but yeah.
Absolutely.
All right. How about you?
It was good, man. Family and I, like I'm excluding myself from the family. The family went down to Outer Banks. That's a beach here. It's not here. It's in North Carolina. It's at the kind of like the North Carolina line for the people that's listening.
Yeah.
Virginia, North Carolina line is a 2-hour ride. Didn't feel like 2 hours, which was kind of crazy. And it was kind of like just nice to get away. I grew up on the beach and stuff like that, so I enjoy going to the beach and kind of relaxing. Did that, and Saturday ran through Hobbytown real quick to see what was going on. Didn't see much, obviously, kit-wise. And that kind of spills into our next topic, is building and breaking down that backlog. So, like I just said, not a whole lot at Hobbytown. I have no pickups, no recent pickups, nothing. What about you, man?
Well, I did get 2 things in from my online order. It came from USA Gundam at the time. And I think for people who saw the post on Instagram probably already know what they are. But it is 2 of these. These are the long-range fin funnels that you can buy for the RG RX 93 New Gundam, the High New Gundam, and the entry grade New Gundam.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so they also work for the entry grade. I don't know if it works for the high grade or not. I don't remember seeing it there. Maybe it does. Maybe someone in the comments could tell us. But I picked up 2 of them because not only does the High New have 1 rack for it, the High New can actually hold 2 of these. And I have an RG High New, and I've been looking for an excuse to build the RG High New, but I've been waiting for that metal inner frame for it to come out. I missed that, but I let that go and just decided, I'm going to get these 2 fin funnel frames and another pack with it, and another pack with it, and another. So it just spiraled into more and more.
It looks amazing. Yeah. Definitely go check out his Instagram. He's already posted a photo of it. It's everything you want out of a quote unquote new Gundam or High New Gundam.
Dude, it looks really. I was surprised at how good it looks. But also another thing I got is I went to a bookstore with my fam, and I found one book at World's Best Comics that was really interesting.
Oh my god!
And it is, or was it World's Best Comics, or was it somewhere else? No, I think it was World's Best. Yeah, and it was this. It is a Gundam Iteration .1, and it's all in Japanese, so I have no idea what they're saying. I have to translate it, and it's going to take me a long time. But it's essentially a manga that's kind of going over the end of the 1 Year War, War in the Pocket, and the 8th MS Team and Stardust Memory. All kind of like a quick anthology look through them. And they this is kind of old school, so the art is a little bit older. It looks like it's from the 90s, I believe, or maybe early 2000s.
That looks like the peak. I'm not even gonna call it, because that's the peak of, I think, Gundam. When it animation wise, Gundam Wing, 8th MS Team, 83 G Gundam, that era was like top notch when it comes to animation. I know we discussed this in a pod before, but it looks amazing.
Yeah, and it's the art in it is very much old school, and you could tell it's older because it has more like risque or adult jokes that manga probably, or even today, probably some people just wouldn't make as much. Another thing I got, my brother was an absolute G, and he decided to get me something because he didn't get me something for my birthday, which was months ago. I told him it was fine, it's whatever, but I sneaked out and he came back in and he bought something for me. He bought Mobile Suit Gundam: The Origins. He got me 4 of the books. I did not know. I thought he was going to get me maybe 1, but he got me 4. He got me. It's heavy. He got me 10.
Okay.
Solomon. 4.
Yep.
And 9.
9. Okay.
And 11.
Okay, so you got 9, 10, 11, and 4. That's a good break.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good breaking that, catching up on that. I have 1, 2, 3. I think I have all the way up to 6. And then I have, I think, a random book 12. Because if you go, I could check for you tomorrow, but if you go to 2nd and Charles by the old Hobby Town, there is one more left. It was actually in my first Coop's Corner video every Thursday. Lovely host that's on that as well. It's going for $15, so it's half off. It's been there for months.
Okay.
I picked up one and I wish they had more because I waited. First time I went on Black Friday and I ordered, like, this was like 3 years ago. I ordered books 1, 2, and 3, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 5, and 6. It was pretty much buy 2 get 1 free. It was $60 for 3, and they had them in collections, like 1, 2, and 3, $60, 4, 5, 6, $60. So I was like, okay, I'll get the first 6, complete it next year, and I'm still waiting for Right Stuff to put that deal out. So that hasn't dropped. I thought it was just like a Black Friday only type of deal because they went like 3 years, I think, when it was like the DVD collection. That's where I got a lot of my Blu-rays, was during that Black Friday Right Stuff type of deal when it's I think you got Mobile Suit Gundam, the originals 1 and 2 for like $50.
Yep.
A lot of my Blu-rays off those deals. And I thought I'd be able to complete my Origins covers or my Origin books, the hardcovers, by now, but I have not. And Trilogy, it's like when it comes to manga, man, and Gundam, which is frustrating, and I know I've talked about it before, I wish it was relatively available like these other mangas, which is kind of crazy for how big Gundam is in Japan. You would think it'd be kind of relatively available. Like, you go to Thunderbolts, you can pick up anywhere. That's still ongoing. Origins, I feel like how I get like business wise, right? It's going to be expensive for stuff to sit, but I feel like you should go in any Barnes and Nobles and be able to pick up all 12 hardcovers because they're hardcovers. Like you go in there, you might find book 1, right? You might find maybe book 3. You're never going to find like a whole set, or at least 1 through 10 or 1 through 5. And then you see Glory to the Losers book 1. You'll never see the whole like anything more than that, which is so Thunderbolts, Origins. Thunderbolts is the only one if you feel like you could maybe complete. And if that, they still, you only might get like book 1, 2, and 3, then jump up to 16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, and it's kind of hard to see Bandai probably extending the line at all into further avenues with this, because I think what it is that one, since it's hardcover, is a little bit more expensive to produce than regular manga, because all manga is kind of just newsprint / laminated first cover, back cover, whatever. But I can't imagine that being too much of a price hike for a hardcover. But maybe must be some logistics reason why, like, we can only fit so many in a box. There's only so much room in a shelf.
Yeah, but
I'm right there with you. I mean, like, they should just ship all 1 to 5, all to 12. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, they couldn't give us like a unicorn manga or IBO manga. Like, it just seems odd that every series they should have at least a manga out for.
And especially since manga is doing fantastic numbers here in the West right now, I would imagine that they would love to double dip and get some of the some of the Gundam series. But I mean, is there a licensing problem between Bandai and maybe whoever owns or makes the manga, prints the manga? Because I don't know if Bandai prints their own manga or not.
I think it's Viz.
It's Viz.
Viz does Thunderbolts.
I know for Origins it's Vertical, but I don't know if Vertical's owned by Bandai. And then another
Viz.
one is
Viz. I know for sure the $15 one is Viz. I remember at Barnes and Nobles it was like buy 2 get 1 free on Viz Viz production. And I think that it might be Glory to the Losers Viz does. One of them two.
Yeah, one of them I know is being, what is it?
Yeah,
that's Viz.
Viz, yeah. This is my Thunderbolts Volume 2, signed by Johnny Young Bosch. I'll always be aiming for you, Daryl.
Nice.
The voice actor.
Nice.
GOAT voice actor.
You got to wrap it up, man.
I know. I know. It's like a funny story. My girl was so scared to get, because I had her get it signed because he was at NecoCon one year, and it was, if you purchase a NecoCon ticket, you get 1 free signature. So I got my free signature on I think I did, it was Orga Iska. It's a IBO acrylic stand when I was going to build the barbershop. I was going to put it on that. And it has Orga and Mika on it with the barbershops in the background. And I had him sign that last line. He said, like, keep going. That long. And he signed that. And then with her free autograph, she was so nervous that she wasn't going to get it right.
But it's all right. She took it. It's all right. It got taken care of. It's good.
Yeah, as long as it wasn't like E.O. Fleming. If you signed it.
Yeah. Oh man.
But when you're right, man. Like, you would think manga, since it's going nuts right here in the West, that I don't know why Bandai. I mean, just get the people that do the, like, Viz. Just get them to do. It's already done. You just got to translate it and push it over here. So,
and I can only think of a couple reasons here and there. That's kind of the issue for it. I'm not sure if Bandai would even really have that much of an issue if they went to their publishers and said, "Hey, can you go ahead and start sending this stuff to the West?" They'd be like, "Yeah, if you buy a ticket on the ship, you buy a container, we'll send all of them." So, but hey, you know what? That's Bandai for you.
Yeah,
they make really weird decisions sometimes, and we love them for them.
Absolutely, and we still want to keep buying them, whatever comes out.
We still buy it anyway. So
don't worry about it, Bandai. Don't listen to me. I'm just I support you thick and thin.
We're literally giving you information on how to spend, how we would like to spend our money with you. We're trying to give you the cheat codes here.
Right.
You have a direct customer who's telling you how they will spend their money. But
yeah, it's like, it can't always be model kits. It can't always be model kits. That kind of goes into our next topic. What's cooking? How does it go into our next topic? Because it always can't be model kits. Sometimes it can be figures. Sometimes it can be posters. Sometimes it can be anything else. And figures, I'm bringing it somehow, reeling it back into toy photography. And that's what I've been working on. I've been working on some.
You've been throwing them out there, man.
Yeah, man.
I was every day. It's like every day I wake up, there's a new one, and I was like, "Oh, damn!" he just keeps turning them out. Jesus, does this man ever sleep?
I've been on a Gundam wing kick. I don't know. Last week I was working, and I was like, I can never work in silence. I have to have something going if it's not music or TV.
Mm-hmm.
I turned on Gundam Wing, and I was like, man, I forgot how good Gundam Wing is. And they had me in my little Gundam Wing, like kind of kick. So I was like, I needed to take Ultron out of the box and see how he held up. And he's probably the best. This is the metal build figure. People, I know this is kind of like blasphemy, a figure when it comes to Gunpla, right? Because it's not really. It's almost like, no, we only do model kits. But no, this is the metal build figure, Ultron. I was like, let me take him out of the box and see how he looks. And out of the Death Scythe and the Wing Zero, aesthetically and durability, like how it feels. They both feel metal. All of them feel metal, but this one feels like it's like good. Like I haven't had any issues of it yet.
Feels solid.
Feels solid. Granted, like Wing Zero, which is right here. Wing Zero is a standard release. You can go probably on any anime shop that you go online and find Wing Zero. The Death Scythe Hell and Ultron and P Bandai, so third market. I'm gonna say third party. They're a third party market. But the Wing Zero, phenomenal figure, looks great, but the joints on his hands, his wrist joints, I mean, you can't even hold up. You can't do that. You would struggle trying to do the iconic pose with the the double. I mean, it sags right back down.
And that's kind of an issue too with those metal builds, is that their weapons often, is because they're metal too, are a little bit heavier. So them trying to support them on just simple ball joints, especially in the wrist, are not really optimal.
And with Death Scythe, love the suit, love the figure. Only reason I put Ultron in front of Death Scythe is just a whole lot of figure because of the kind of like the cape and the wings and all that. It's a whole lot of figures. So trying to pose this guy and get everything in the shot was kind of difficult. But to
manipulate, it has like 30 points of manipulation, and you're just like, oh my god.
Like that, get the wing, and then so that's why I kind of did like that basic shot, like he just landed and the military found him. Like, oh, it's a Gundam. So, but overall, these are some dope figures. I did pre-order Tall Geese 2, like I said a long time ago. I'm gonna try to stay up on top of this line. I was talking to Epion of Death, shout out to him. He's another toy photographer when it comes to Gundams, and he has the metal build figure. And we was talking, I hope they do heavy arms next.
Well, they got to.
Yeah, they have to eventually, right? But this is what sucks. The last two is heavy arms and Sandrock out of the 5, and those are the most like basic season 2 suits, right?
Yeah,
like,
the heavy arms Kai.
The heavy arms Kai and the Sandrock Kai. Like it was just
beam Gatling.
Yeah. They got the double Gatling, and you have thrusters on the hips.
Yeah,
and it's like
and for the Sandrock, I think it gets to Uzi.
Yeah, Uzi and a different backpack for space mobility. So
they really didn't. Man, those animators really didn't go the extra mile with it.
No, which is crazy.
Yeah, they must have ran out of time.
You would think for heavy arms they'll go a little bit as a fan favorite at heavy arms. I gotta understand Sandrock. There's nothing much you can really do with Sandrock.
Yeah, especially in space. I mean,
yeah, in space. Maybe give him like 4 sickles so he can have like 2 here and 2 here, or maybe make it look like that.
Rounded sickles, like a rounded sickle that you hold that has a center. Yeah, like
exactly. They could have probably did that. But for heavy arms, it was kind of lazy just to throw an extra gun on him. They could have definitely made him look like a War Machine-esque, maybe extra. I know in the Endless Waltz they did him justice, but to be honest with you, it's just a different color scheme, and I think he comes with another set of. So he has 4 Gatlings in the Endless Waltz. So
he has a 2 handled with 2 Gatlings per arm now,
and I guess he does have extra missiles because I think the missiles curl up and then there's another set there. So they made him more War Machine-esque in that. I feel like they could have definitely did that more.
I would say just give him a big ass gun, one that lays on his shoulder, right?
Yeah,
that would be dope. Or make it like a Jim Cannon. He has 2 giant cannons and 2 Gatling guns.
Because I'm gonna assume that he was the Gundam Wings version of the gun cannon.
I don't know.
I feel like that. I mean, the color scheme.
The color scheme was exact. Yeah,
and for him to be heavy artillery, it just a heavy artillery red mobile suit. You go, oh, that's the gun cannon.
True.
No,
true,
it's heavy arms. So,
yeah.
But that's all I've been working on. I have I pulled out an official kit right here. I'm gonna keep it a surprise. I'm gonna try to figure out how to work this. And make this a shot. So appreciate everybody who's been showing me love on the pictures. Try to just do a different lane, man. I was talking to CD and my homie Court about this. What I want to do by 2024 is, and I was talking to Kimberly too about it, is by NecoCon 2024 be able to get a booth and sell some toy photography prints.
Okay. Yeah.
I think that would be pretty dope. I'm not.
Made some art prints?
Yeah, some art prints.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of toy photographers that go to those conventions. If I went, I'll be the only one. But I think toy photography, when it comes to, it can have its place in the anime realm, and I think I want to take a bite of that apple. And so I was thinking, maybe do prints and maybe do like 3 or 4 painted kits to sell.
Okay, that would work. Then officially you'll be a professional.
Still an amateur, man.
Well, I mean, technically you would technically still be a professional because you're getting paid.
Oh, that would be. I mean, it would be nice. That would be the goal. I was just talking to, like I said, my boy Court. I was like, maybe if I could take like 20 pictures. No, he was like, I don't think you got to do that. Like maybe 10 good shots and 10 photos of each shot.
Yeah,
100 pictures for sale.
Yeah, I remember. What was it? Somebody was saying that you can take 100 pictures, edit 50, re-edit 20, and sell maybe 2.
Yeah,
and he's like, as many pictures as you take, really, it's when you niddle it down to the ones that really matter. He's like, you get down to those ones that really count. Those are going to be your ones that are
exactly.
Going to make it.
So that would be kind of a dope idea, and if it comes to fruition. So that's my goal for 2024, people. Project 24. I know it's early, but Project 24 is to get into an anime convention and sell some prints. So
cool. Dope.
That's what I'm working on. That's what I'm cooking on. Something simmering, something sitting that is sitting in a crock pot. So, what you got, man? You gonna show them what you've been working on?
Oh yeah, sure. I'll show them.
You gonna show them that?
Yeah. So
I guess y'all don't have to wait. Sorry for the people that's on Spotify, but y'all gonna have to go check it out on Instagram. But for the people on YouTube that haven't ran over to Instagram yet, here you go.
So I think for everybody on Instagram and some people on Facebook has probably already seen it, but I decided to start working on the 1/44th scale high new Gundam.
Hold on, and this needs no introduction. Hold on. Goodness.
I think what most people can probably tell is it looks a bit different. And that reason is because obviously it has the HWSV, or HWS, the heavy weapon system, on it as well. This is a third-party kit from SL Models. So the kit is Bandai, but the heavy weapon set is third-party. And a distinct difference is the fin funnels on the back are the long-range fin funnels that I was talking about earlier, and they're compatible with the RG Hi-Nu. And if you get two of them, because the RG Hi-Nu has two wings, you could put they have adapters that come in the box that you can put them there. Not only can you put them there, but you can also put them on the arms if you want. So you can buy 4 and have each arm have one as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so you can have an entire large arsenal with you if you want. I just opted for 2 because I like the way the 2 is. But yeah, I decided to just go ahead and try and knock this out. And this, not only have I not built the RG Hi-Nu, so it was an excuse to build a great kit. But man, how great of a kit is it? Yeah, this has been hands down one of my favorite. Actually, no, it is my favorite RG I've ever built. I don't build a lot of RGs. I built a handful.
You're not even a 144 person.
I'm not a 144 person, and this is blowing me away. I have a master grade Hi-Nu I haven't built yet, but I can already tell it's not going to live up to this.
It's not.
Well,
I don't know what your plans for it that you talked about last year. That you have going that you want to do with it. It might, but
I still need a few more pieces to come in for that.
Man, I wish you could see it, man. I got looking at that, I have goosebumps on my arms. That is
and Coop, you've seen the blue that I painted on that before. Yeah. So the heavy weapon set has not only the parts here that are on the mobile suit, but on it also comes with
shield too, right?
Yep, the shield, which is a very big, large shield that transforms into an aircraft as well, because this version has a transforming gimmick and it can carry the weapons. It's upgraded beam rifle and all that. And this part is painted. The only part that's not painted is the white and the yellow, but the blue's been painted.
Yeah, that's a metallic blue.
Yeah, metallic.
So he still has it as the normal color scheme, the blue, white, and yellow.
I am going to use the normal color scheme. I've been thinking about switching it to purple. I even took a picture of it.
Find cobalt.
Just it to purple. Cobalt blue too. I did think about that as well.
When it comes to the Hi-Nu, cobalt blue is probably my favorite color when I see it on the Hi-Nu. That the lavender purple that's on the master grade is dope. But I think the cobalt blue.
And the cobalt blue. There was one picture I took where I actually did some color changing, and I'm trying to see if I can find it here. I have it saved. Oh Lord, where'd I put it? Where I actually did some color shifting. And for those who are also looking to probably see what different colors you like on your mobile suit, just take a picture of it, go into Photoshop or even just your regular photo editor and go to saturation or temp levels and just play around with that slider. And you can see different colors on your mobile suit without you having to, use just your imagination. You can get
that's a pro tip right there.
Yeah,
that is a pro tip, right? Who would have thought of that? I would have never thought of that.
I got close, but oh man, maybe I got rid of it. I can't seem to find it here. But yeah, no man, it's it had that purple. I went to purple. I tried green. I tried red. And truth be told, just the regular blue and yellow kind of killed it for me. I did buy some more bright yellow and standard yellow. I'm going to paint it, and as well as I bought a another piece of the puzzle, and it's been in shop for a while, but I'm just going all out. I said, why not?
I don't blame you. With me, when it comes to that Hi-Nu, I said the same thing. I was like, let me get because I have the heavy weapon system for it too. When that dropped, I got the Hi-Nu, and I was like, man, but I don't know if I want to take your route. I want to let you have that lane. But what are you going to do with the extra funnels, though?
I don't know. I've been thinking. I think I'm going to still build them and paint them, and
paint them, and have them look like 3 on each side. Make it look like a circle going around them with the double fin funnels. Oh my goodness!
And I thought about modding it in a way because there's still an opening on the large fin funnels on the bottom, where if you have an extra adapter, you could put them underneath and still attach the wings It's just gonna take some. It's gonna take some drilling and a little bit of custom work to it, but you might be able to get the wings and the 2 fin funnels still attached to the backpack all at
That'd be
once.
a lot. That's a lot. That's a lot of strain on that kit. If you don't have the metal frame,
stand by itself. If you guys notice, every picture I've taken, it's in a stand.
Here goes a picture for you right here.
In short, the fuel tank on the back is already a lot. Before you add anything, you add these 2 things on top, and you can even see it here. It's leaning back.
Yeah,
like even on the stand supporting it, it's still leaning back a bit. So, and the joint that comes with it, there's a joint that allows you to put it directly into the suit and have it stand connected to the backpack. So the backpack's actually the stand over the backpack, and the suit's only this, but even then it's still a lot of weight.
I think Action Base 1 will probably be best suited for that kit.
I need to go out and buy an Action Base 1. I realized that almost immediately after I took this one out. I said this is not going to work. It needs a thicker boy.
And you built the third-party Max Hyper Bazooka.
Yeah, and this is the Manga version, and this is from the same company. So SLJ, was it Susan?
Is it the same company?
Yes, the same company.
I know it comes with that different face sculpt too. That's not the box for it, is it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this is the box, same company.
That's the box for the Hyper Bazooka?
Oh no! The Hyper Bazooka box is right.
The Hyper Bazooka is made by the same company as the fin funnel?
I believe so, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see.
How was that built? I mean, I know it's probably simple,
but actually, you know what? It surprisingly easy. The instructions in here are literally this long. It's incredibly easy. It's 3 pages.
Good color separation and stuff.
Good color separation. I've enjoyed it. Dude, it's going to be a breeze to paint. I gotta say, it's going to be a breeze. You just have to probably mask a couple things here and there, but I mean, and honestly, out of the box, it already looks good. I love the fact that the barrel has an actual separate piece inside of it, so it looks like a regular cannon, and it comes with a cable here.
Yeah, and
you can attach that cable to a separate box or just the display that comes with it. Oh, and all these parts.
It comes with a box.
Yeah, it comes with like a little square thing that you can attach in.
I know the Hyper Bazooka, the Bandai one, comes with that little coil box that is connected.
Yeah. I think this one comes with something like that. But
that's dope.
This and all these third-party kits come with their own stands. So you have 3 of these. I have 3 of these in total. And I can, if I want to make the fin funnels fly off, I can use this. The bazooka to stay off, I can fly that. If you want to,
but there's those third-party fin funnels. I know they were on USA. Those are not the one that come with the effect pieces.
They do come with the effect pieces.
Oh, they do come with effect pieces.
Yeah, they have blue effect pieces in the box with them. And they come with 2 types. So you have one that has it shooting out, and you have one that's
kind of charging, right? I know we've seen it. That's quick a turnaround, because I remember it wasn't that long ago we did an episode where it was kind of like what's coming out. And that was up for pre-order for USA.
Right. Those guys did not play around. They were quick.
So you know what's next, and I feel bad for anybody who dropped $100 on that real great Sazabi.
Ooh.
I feel sorry for anybody who dropped $100 for that real great Sazabi.
Ooh, yeah. I feel
it's
bad.
It's gonna be a while, because I think a lot of places wait till the real kit comes out so they can get the official one in hand and see how close they can get to it.
Oh, dude. And you know what's crazy? It's gonna come with more stuff too. Oh, damn. I feel bad for them now, because not only did you get water slides in the box with the fin funnels, and it comes with the water slides for...
Isn't the water slides for the high noon?
For the high... No, it's for the
fin funnels.
The fin funnels. But you also get the water slides for the... I'm just grabbing it right here. You also get the water slides for... Oh, it's in the other box. You get the water slides for the FF, so you get that tricolor unicorn.
Oh,
that
wow.
That one that
yeah.
The FF. Yeah.
Oh, so dope. So you could not with that one, but if someone wanted to, could freak it and have the FF.
You can essentially, and since this is for the RG and the entry grade, they work for both. You can technically just make your own FF. It's just recoloring it. And then they give you everything in the box for $15.
I guess I'm that sucker, right? Because I have the FF.
Well, what did you get?
I have the real grade FF.
Well, if you want an entry grade one, $15. That's your entry. That's all you gotta pay.
But now I feel bad for the and it comes with effect pieces. Good night.
Yeah, and it comes with effect pieces. I was shocked at how good this deal is. For $15, you're getting all this in the box. I thought I was just getting the fin funnel.
To be honest with you, that's what's going on, man. Bandai, I don't know how y'all going to compete with these 3D printers, and like we talked about before, these third-party companies, Bandai, are on your back. It almost feels like, I don't know, did you run track back in high school?
Yes, I did.
When you're running and you hear woo, what does that mean? That's what these third-party companies is doing to Bandai. They're walking Bandai down, and you're
100% right.
For $15, think about it. If I have a real great new Gundam that's been in my backlog for, let's just say, a year, right? $15, I can now make and paint the FF with effect pieces, and nobody can tell the difference.
Nobody would tell the difference.
Well, I think the FF might have some different pieces from what Marvin told me.
From what I've seen, it does slightly, but I mean,
different like Cav or something like that. But
when it's sitting on your desk, when it's sitting on your desk, you're not going to care. It looks great, and it's also awesome that they mimicked the opening gimmick on the fin funnel. So if you pull it back here, it opens up, and that's where you put the effect part in, and it has detail on the railing too. It's crazy. This thing's crazy.
That's crazy.
So I was very, very happy with this purchase. I think it's totally worth it. If it's still available on USA Gundam and you want to make your own, by all means, go grab it. It's still there.
Does USA Gundam? Let me ask you. I know this is a fun episode, so we're not really going off topic. Right?
Yeah.
But does USA Gundam have a strong hold on builders when it comes to third party?
I see them have a lot more third party, but only from certain companies than like New Type. So New Type has third party. I think that New Type has a strength on conversion kits. Third party conversion kits. You go to New Type to get some.
Do you think that's kind of like a Illuminati? Let's sit down and the head of New Type, the head of USA. We all just sit down and figure, hey, let me get resin, and I'll give you third party.
I think someone in USA knows somebody in China or friends with somebody in China or Japan who runs this company, these third-party companies that are making 3D printed parts and saying, we can't get all the newer Gundam stuff because we're on the East Coast. So let's just make friends with them to get our third-party stuff so we can get that stuff in. And then people in New Type,
third-party,
shoot. I don't know what deal they made because the third party if you wanted to make a Dynamis Repair 3, so that blue, not Dynamis, is it Dynamis? Yeah, the blue Dynamis from Double O. That's essentially the Virtue and the Dynamis mixed together. They sold a third party kit recently that gave you all the parts you needed for it. You just needed the gun. And I was like, I have a Virtue and a Dynamis. I don't have a Dynamis yet, but I have a Virtue. And I was like, I can get a Dynamis anywhere.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay. And then they sold the 3D parts for the Astray. Right, so if you want to make any version of the Astray, you could do that. They sold the third party for the
grip on like the metal frames too. So it was like a monopoly, man. I mean, granted, I know you can get metal frames. You could probably find them digging through the internet, and it's not as easy as going to USA Gundam and clicking and just typing in metal frame and boom, you get all the metal frame.
You know who we need to talk to? We need to talk to our lovely friends at Vulcan Hobby.
There it is, buddy.
Vulcan Hobby. You can save on your purchase 10% at Vulcan Hobby to save your purchases. Just use the code Undergate.
The Undergate 10.
Undergate 10. Yeah, the Undergate 10. And but we should probably hit those guys up because they could probably give us a little bit of an insight to see how that works.
Maybe something coming up in the future.
Maybe something coming up in the future.
Hey, we're not going to spoil anything here. But let's go into something we can spoil is what's new. What's new out there in kind of the Gunpla world. I'm trying to pull up. Here we go. Gunpla Bandai.
The homie.
Yeah, the homie. And a couple of
I do know they had an event, and a lot of people were expecting more new Gundams or new model kits to be announced. But it looks like they didn't announce too many newer model kits. They just announced mostly collaborations, some manga, some small trinket stuff here and there, and a lot of apparel.
Gotcha.
And people got at least a little bit more up close, and actually like in person look at the Law Gundam, a lot of the other Gundams that are coming out later this year, and this as well.
Man, that looks amazing.
Man, I am still fuming that I paid for the Moroccan front version. I'm so pissed. I could have just waited and got more weapons for a cheaper price and just painted the damn thing over.
That's what they do.
Man,
thanks, Bandai.
Oh man, I'm such a sucker. But yeah, no, this looks absolutely fantastic. I think we've raved about this over and over again.
I'm trying to see if you could, outside of the missile pods, could you just take not a GM guard type? Did they come out with a regular GM for Origins? Did they come out with a regular GM? I don't think so. I think they just did the guard type, right?
For Origins, GM. You know, I don't think
they
so.
Did the white and blue one.
The white and blue is the guard, and then there's the guard E2 beam spray variant. They came up with the sniper and 2 different variants of the sniper. They came up with the escort, Night Seeker, and I think that's it. I don't think they made a regular. They did come out with a regular gym. Well, here it is.
Yeah, but I wonder if you could take at least. I mean, obviously you can because it's just the backpack, and the shield you couldn't rock with. But if you wanted to somehow plow plate, you don't have to do all that. Now you can do. You could do.
If you're army building too, this is literally it. You just what is this? Get 3, maybe 2 of these, and you have every weapon.
I'm trying to think about because this is like Kit Bash heaven, right? Because
it is
taking this and then somehow mixing it with the new gun cannon that came out.
Yeah,
you can probably freak it that way because the gun cannon comes with the missile pods and the cannons.
Man, if CD was here, right, and he had his command Gundam, look at all these extra weapons he could slap onto that now. That he could make it a missile truck if he wanted.
Heavy weapon. That's an HWS for you.
Right? Shoot.
It sucks that they didn't at least. Can you on the Origins Granddaddy put the shoulder cannon on the other arm? I mean,
yes, you can. On the high grade, you can. On the master grade, you need to modify it.
You need to modify it.
Yeah, I was trying to do that with my master grade, and I had to modify it to be able to make it work. But yeah, definitely on the high grade, it comes with the ability just to put both of them on there.
Okay. Some more SD kits. G-frame. I think we talked about these G-frame kits.
I believe so. These ones, I think these were the ones that were announced there too, because it has the Master Gundam in there now, which some people were like, yay, but we were looking for more high grade, Master grade announcements, but those are few and far between now these days.
I like this goof. I like the goof. The
Mark
II looks nice too, but I understand. I figured they was gonna do the Mark II because they have the Mark II Titans.
Yeah, man, that gun is huge. The Mark II,
right?
That thing is way out of proportion.
Then we have looks like some more figures. P Bandai Robot Demise. This is the only one I haven't dabbled in. No, I do. I have one. I have the. Actually, I should put on a dunce hat. I have the FF Robot Damashi Studios figure as well. So just going all out on this FF to come to find out, maybe that might have been the only one I needed.
And this series has been going hard on the Zaku variants as of recently. I think they have another Zaku, it's been rumored, the Recon one with the 3 barrel eyes or something like that. It's coming out soon too.
Cool stuff. That store in Virginia Beach had a buy 2 get 1 free on some figures.
Really?
And they had. Oh man, I wish at the time I didn't have the money, and I would have had it, but I didn't want to OD, right?
Yeah,
it would have been $130 for. Granted, it's $130 for 3 figures. You would have got the RX, the regular RX, the Char Zaku, and then a Black TriStar. So,
yeah,
if it's not a bad deal for everything? Because about these figures, One, this is why I do the figures for photography purposes. If this falls, I'm not worried about paint scraping. I'm not worried about anything like that, right?
Yeah.
And then two, it comes with so much accessories. I mean, you have the Goof's Gatling gun. This is a lot that you probably wouldn't get in a kit. At least, maybe a P Bandai kit, maybe, but this is a lot, and this is why I like these figures.
Yeah, you have to buy several stuff and tap it all together. It'll be all right.
Oh,
she's getting a scooter.
She's getting SH Fig Arts. I know you don't do a whole lot of figures, but are you gonna get the Suletta and they come in the Marin?
I have the Suletta kit.
Yeah,
I've built it already, and I think it's pretty good. But I do like the figure arts more of like the polished finish that's already there.
Mm-hmm.
But the prices have always been just too high for me for what you get in the box.
Yeah,
I always feel like I need either more facial expressions, more more hands, more.
it depends on the line, because the Trunks one that just came out, Dragon Ball Z,
yeah,
a boatload of stuff for $64.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Like for Dragon Ball Z, they give you a whole bunch of the fighting poses, fighting faces, angry faces, a whole bunch of other stuff to
right.
For the Gundam ones, I mean, Gundam pilots aren't even really all that expression have all that expression on their face. I mean, I think Suletta might be the first Gundam protagonist that has more than like 30 expression plates, which is crazy.
Which I wish that they did give us. I was thinking about this earlier at work, going back and watching Gundam Wing. I was like, man, I would love some SH figures for the other cast. I would love.
Did they not make any for that? For
the
Wing? Really?
Only I have like picked it up at NecoCon a few years ago. It's like a set, old Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
they're not action figures. They're like little mini statues, but they're rubber. And it's all 5 pilots with Relina and Zax.
You know what? You have a point. I think Gundam Seed, Gundam Witch from Mercury, and OG Gundam might be the only ones that have.
I don't think OG Gundam even. I've never seen an Amuro figure.
I've seen a what's her name?
A statue.
I've seen what's the blonde hair chick? That's with Amuro. I blank on the name.
Sayla?
Yeah, there we go. Sayla. I've seen Sayla, and I think
was it a statue or a figure?
It was a figure. It was definitely a figure.
Right now on Galactic Toys, if anybody wants it, there is a $15 Lala statue. Probably not that big, but if you want a Lala statue besides your Shard throne, go on Galactic Toys right now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think Gundam Seed has Kira Yamato.
Yeah, yeah.
So
but they could get a lot. I mean, I get it because Gundam, you don't really care about pilots when it comes to figures.
Well, I think you're right. I think there's in most Gundams, like the character is the character that has been the most popular in those Gundams. Usually they would make the figure for that. Like for a series where the Gundam is more popular, so like
IBO. Let's just go IBO.
No, G Gundam. Like the God Gundam is super popular, right?
Yeah.
Everybody loves the main character, but I mean, you would rather have a figure of you would always spend your money on a God Gundam figure than you would have just I'm blanking on his name, of course, but a figure Domo, yeah. You would rather have a God Gundam figure than a figure of him, I would guess, in the market. But in Seed, the characters were such a big plot point, and because of the melodrama and soap opera drama, and and the fact that it had a larger female audience too, they probably wanted a Kira Yamato or Athens Alla, bigger,
which makes sense because, like you said, you're not in certain shows, Suletta, which is try to bring in more of a female audience that don't want to build model kits. It is getting the SH figure art. So
and she has a lot more expressions to do too, which still confuses me why they didn't put in more faces in the box. I want to give me at least 5 or 6.
They did drop. They're coming out with an Android, right?
I think so. Yeah, I would be surprised if there wasn't an Android coming out already. But knowing Bandai, they're going to be petty about that nonsense and charge Nandroid like an upcharge. So it's going to be the most expensive one that you could buy.
Do you collect Androids?
I do not. I
Stay away from them.
No, I already know I have an addiction and I don't need another one.
Yeah.
If I get
I have like 3.
Dude, if I get one Lucy from Cyberpunk and David, and then it's gonna be
David's coming out.
I know. I want that Lucy one real bad, man.
David's coming out,
and I know if I get Lucy, I'm gonna get David, and then I'm gonna get Rebecca, and then I'm gonna get Falco, and then I'm gonna get everything. I'm gonna get Kiwi. It's gonna just be a rabbit hole, man.
And it's like you just don't know because like I was scrolling on I think USA Gundam earlier. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of Nindroids. I'm just scrolling, looking through the Nindroids, and it's both main characters from on what's his name, Yoon, and I forgot her name, May, from Godzilla Singularity Point off of Netflix. And I was like, I did not know they made a Nindroid for these two, and Yoon is on sale right now. I'm like, God,
dude, those things are expensive though. I gotta wait for sales if I even want to get into them. I'm surprised at how expensive they are.
It was crazy. I'm gonna keep it real. It might be because he's black. I'm not trying to be racist, but I mean, it just is what it is. My first Nindroid was the Black Panther Nindroid I got from USA Gundam, and it was on sale for $30. And I'm like, damn, I had never seen a Nindroid that cheap.
Well, to be fair, I always got close to buying an Nindroid when they first came to Target. So Target used to carry Nindroids for a short period of time. They had a link from Breath of the Wild, and also I got a Kotobukiya Bushido figure of Black Canary. That's actually where I picked it up from, because they were selling them in store at Target. And the thing is that the geek scene usually doesn't shop at Target for geek stuff.
They're getting better now.
They're doing better now, but when they first came out, they all went on clearance. So you could find a $70, $80 statue there for $30, $15, $10. I bought that's right. I'm sorry. I did buy a figure, a Figma. I bought a Figma of Widowmaker from Overwatch for $10.
That's right.
Yeah, for $10. Yeah, I bought that Bushido statue for $30 when it's usually $70. And I was about to buy Link, but I was like, I don't really want an Android, and I don't get the horse with it, so I just skipped on that. But it was on sale for it was a clearance for $15. So I mean,
that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, but next up, we have the Sword Strike with effect parts, again from Robot Namashi.
Man, I know they're doing the TV animation thing, but Jesus, it looks basic.
Yeah. And this is when, again, toy photography purposes. If you don't want to mess up your painted kit that you took hours and days on painting, grab this and do your poses, because some of these figures could get in better poses than some of these kits. And then we have the Blitz Gundam.
I'm sorry. They did the scene where the dude died. Oh damn. The disrespect.
It looks good though.
It looks great, but damn. Well, just the most iconic scene is the guy just dying. I feel bad for that guy too. I mean, he went out. I mean, it was an important scene in the show, but damn. I like the way it looked though. Posability is pretty good.
This was announced.
You know, I saw this and that thing you were on Coop's Corner. That flyer. What was it? The
yeah.
I never knew they even made that.
That date says 2002.
2002.
The Gun Perry.
Wow.
That's what we're talking about. The Gun Perry was 2002, and the Gun Perry, people, if you watch Doan's Island, is pretty much a transport helicopter for 2 mobile suits. It just was recently released. Not recently, I guess re-released. I've never seen it ever.
I've never even known that was the
and it was $70 at Hobbytown, and the date on it is 02, and apparently from what Joe, shout out to Joe at Hobbytown, told me, it has no color separation. So like where the red is, like on the fan, not the fan, the blade, it's green. It's
you have
like
to paint everything.
You have to paint everything. 02 kit.
So it is a classic.
Yeah.
But you know what? It sent me down a rabbit hole. I was looking for other vehicles that Bandai sell right? Dude, they still have the hover truck from 8th MS Team.
Yeah, I have it.
Yeah.
Not the I have the one that came with the diorama set.
The diorama set. Okay, yeah, that one. They sold a separate one too, apparently.
Oh, they did. Oh yeah. There's a whole lot of kits which you can probably find on Galactic Toys. Like I've never seen in person anybody built. This is all online or in person. The hand from 8th MS Team. It's like a 1/35th scale hand. It comes with the people and a Zaku hand. I've seen it on Galactic Toys for quite some time. Let me see if I can pull it up for the people that's on for YouTube.
Yeah, and I've seen the I've seen what's the other kit? I've seen that they sell the tank, that Zaku tank, or the one that becomes the aircraft too when he ejects. I'm just waiting for them to sell the C5. So guys, there's an airplane, the transport airplane in the U.S. Air Force called the C5 Galaxy. But in Mobile Gundam Wing, there's a version of the C5 that they have that was hands down my favorite airplane growing up as a kid. I got blown up a lot, but I just loved the way it looks. I was waiting to see if they made a kit of that. I was looking around for it, still looking, and they never did. It's probably a one hopeful holy grail that could ever be made. But yeah, man, it's there's just not a lot of I mean, they made a lot more than I thought they did. But geez, it was back in the day. Like we're talking like early 2000, early 90s.
So this is the model kit right here, where it comes with and here's what you were talking about. The platoon briefing set, which I think that's dope.
That is sick.
Here's like a photo book of somebody who did it. Okay, that's dope.
That's dope, dude. That I like that.
And here's the hand.
God, it looks good.
It's a Zaku hand that comes with the people.
Is that custom made? Oh man, no,
that's not custom made. It's from
with it. Yeah,
it is a different version. It's I'm trying to find the box.
Dude, can you imagine making that set, painting it like to make it all look weathered and whatnot, and then have the trees from like a train set behind it, and then have your Gundam in forced perspective to make it seem like it's taller back there, dude? It's
this is 1/44 scale. I don't know if that's the people but it's on Amazon right now for $66.
That's not too bad. That's a master grade.
Yeah, and it's classic. So, but this is on Amazon for $110, which again, that's not bad.
Not bad. It makes sense. I mean, how many of them are there? And it's a 1/35th.
So it's pretty big. I mean, if you compare it to that picture that we just pulled up, it looks like it's the size of a master. That's a master grade back there, right?
I believe so.
That has to be a master grade back there. So,
and they're using perspective to make it look bigger. So, I mean, it's got to be. It's a pretty big boy.
Yeah, I think it's worth if you want to drop the 110 on Amazon for it. I think it's.
Man, I love the way that thing looks too. I loved almost all the support vehicles in Gundam, man.
Yeah,
those almost all look cool.
It's the Xeon ones don't. The
Xeon ones look kind of silly sometimes. Yeah, like they push it.
Yeah. like those ones look like okay. Hold on. But the Federation ones, they do it justice.
Yeah, they always look cool, man. I was like, dang, the tanks look dope too. They got the double barrels. Reminds me of playing Command and Conquer or something.
Man, I think that if Bandai or competitions and stuff, that's like you would think that they would start making more kits like this. I would like to see more kits for it might just be the toy photography that I'm in right now, wanting more props and more things.
Yeah, I got you.
But like it'll be nice to get more than just a hanger or rare, hard to find kits, like or hard to find transports. Like I would like to see like more trucks that you can lay your Gundams down on, and if and it has the markings and stuff like that. Like it'd be nice to see them make a model kit for the Gundam wingsuits for the trucks. You know the trucks they are, and it will come with some wire, some brown fabric, so you can wrap your Gundam in it and put it down. Because that's how they always transported them. It's always wrapped up in some brown fabric on top of a flatbed, drove around. So that'd be dope if they want that route.
Granted, I believe they are trying somewhat. I mean, we already get some transport trucks now here and there. Because when you said that, I reminded me of the Kokai Senki ones that
I have that one.
Yeah,
and then that reason.
And they have another one that came out, but I think it's for a metal build. It wasn't for, or maybe I'm sorry, a figure art figure. It wasn't for a plastic one you could build. But yeah, no, it would definitely be great if we got some more like on the screen scene props. But I think Bandai's kind of switching their game over to making, letting those be the metal build or the figure collectors, and then for model kits strictly mobile suits, because I don't think they're going out that venture. I mean, even watching The Witcher Mercury, there's very few like transport vehicles.
Well, even if they're coming out with the transport, the launch pad for
the launch pad, the little hangar launch thing. And even then, I mean, that's just a box. That's just a box. So I mean, it's a hanger. But
I'm disappointed by the hangers that are out there. Like the Bandai ones are kind of like, I get it, like they're meant for you to display. But
Kotobukiya and I think Susei models or Sutei models, they're the only ones that make hangers that I'm really impressed by. The only problem is that you need to, and Consider Light makes a pretty good hanger too, but doesn't have walls. But for those ones, not only do you build it, which is the fun part, they require you to paint it, and you really need all of them together so you can paint them all really at once so you know what you're doing. Because some walls don't connect in certain ways that you expect, or some angles might not be the way you want them to be. And with those Kotobukiya ones, you have to buy essentially the floor, the wall, and the ceiling. And you have to buy it multiple times to get those really kick-ass photos that people make, where like they're in the hangar and they like do it from a bottom looking up perspective, and you have the hangar floor, the hangar wall, and the hangar ceiling, and you have lights in there. And I was like, every time I see those, I'm just like, damn, that's so cool. I wish I could just buy that whole thing there and I could paint it. But man, you have to buy. I remember one guy said he bought six or seven of those sets for like $200 to make a hanger that fits, I think, 3 master grades in the photos. A matter of fact, there's even a YouTube video. I'll bring it up a little bit later. But we
didn't even get a real chance to talk about. My fault, people. That's on me.
Everyone, just to let you know, this episode is the chill, laid back. We just hang out and talk about Gundam, Gundam and everything everything. So there wasn't a huge major on talking point with us. So thank you for sticking with us for this long, though. You guys are awesome.
We did not talk about the Buster line. I know we brought it up as soon as we saw it. We was like, "Oh, we wish we had more." So, but like, you like the Buster liner?
It is. It actually does look kind of cool. But
expensive.
50,000
yen.
Yeah.
$150 roughly.
Bro, I looked at it and I said, "Oh, that's pretty cool. I wouldn't mind getting." Oh my god!
And it does not help Bandai for you to put an entry grade right beside it.
No,
it doesn't.
No,
help.
It does not.
Because that just makes it seem like it's an entry grade accessory for $150.
Dude, $150. Good lord! For a gun, I don't know what they were smoking when they did that price.
I do not remember this in the series. Do you remember it?
All I remember is Zeta, but this is not the one from Zeta.
No.
So I'm not 100%.
The one from Zeta is the one that Hagashiki took over, right?
Yeah. So, I'm not 100% sure where this is from, dude.
Somebody said this price is absolutely ludicrous and unjustified.
100% with you, brother. Whoever that was, 100% with you.
You get a like from me, buddy. Sheesh.
Good lord, man. I mean, Jesus. $150.
Here's more product shots of the SDMG. It's looking amazing. Yeah, this is probably going to be a cop. I know I said I wasn't going to cop it, but for sure, I probably cop this.
Have you seen the eyes? Like an up close look at the eyes? The up close look at the eyes are absolutely incredible.
Now, do you think with this, because I know Bandai's going to squeeze everything out of the MGSD line, but they didn't on the MGEX. So this would make me question it earlier. So I was like, oh, you know what? They're going to squeeze everything out of this line. Then I had that thought. You think they're going to drop P Bandai's?
Yes.
They didn't do it for the MGXs. Granted, the strike just came out, but for the Unicorn, they didn't do anything P Bandai wise for this for that line. Now, what could be? I guess maybe the 6 forms for this guy.
Yeah, because they did the P Bandai for the Master Grade for the 6 forms.
For the Master Grade. So, do you think that they'll do a P Bandai something accessory something for the strike MGSD for the freedom? I'm sorry, for the freedom. Freedom, yeah.
No, because the freedom only has that one form. Like the Meteor unit, they could probably do a P Bandai set for it.
Can they do a P Bandai Meteor unit for it?
Yeah, because it would be a Meteor unit Master Grade SD because it would actually fit in a box. They wouldn't be too big. But you know what? They could do it. If they do that though, they would have to release a Justice in the same line, and then release the Meteor pack as a P Bandai kit, so you can have both of them, so they could double dip.
Do you think this line is going to be exclusive? I feel like the MGEX is exclusive.
The MGEX is exclusive.
Like you know how there's so many MGs out there throughout the years. Mm-hmm. I don't think, obviously because of time, I don't think every kit is going to get an MGEX. I feel like certain kits are going to get, or certain suits are going to get an MGEX. Maybe one per line, one per series. To where this, like an MGSD, right? Do you think they'll do an MGSD Zaku, Zaku 2? You know, like to kind of keep it up with the MG line. Like how there's almost a master grade for almost every suit, it seems like. You think quantity wise is going to drop like that?
I hear what you're saying. Yeah, I think I think what they're going to do first is they're going to tackle the big names, so the popular master grades, right? The super popular master grades. So the Freedom is, people have sung its praises high and down the low, that it's one of the best master grades ever. Then the Barbatos was right after, another master grade that people have sung the praises for forever. So whatever that third master grade is that's everyone loves and adores, they're going to make an MGSD of that, and then
protagonist suit, huh?
Yeah, another protagonist suit. Then I think they're going to slowly, because once they got people's interest in them and they got a collection going, they're going to slowly trickle out those small grunt suits, but like only one type, right? And then
you think you'll catch the like how many? Like there's a lot of SDs out.
There's a ton.
And that's not even talking about like. I'm just talking about SD from Bandai, not like BB or the one. Like I think that's BB, right? Like the one that's the Penelope. That Penelope is
yeah.
Cassie Gundam. The Cassie Gundam.
Yeah, the Cassie. Yeah,
that's a BB one. So like not that line of SD, but there's a lot of SD in that white box.
Yeah, and I want to believe that Bandai would like to try to sell as many of these as they can, with respective of the ones that they're making now. But I can see them trying to do this as a more exclusive premium line down the line, because now they got everyone's interest and everyone loves the build and the kit. Now they're going to start making a little bit premium Bandai versions of it that are, I don't want to say targeted, but yeah.
You think so? Like you think that you are going to Hobbytown in the next few years, give or take. Let's just fast forward years, right? And there's going to be 3 of these on the shelf, 3 of a Barbatos. I mean, 3 not a Barbatos, a unicorn, 3 of a band. Like, you think they're going to take this line like the MGs or the SDs, or you don't think it's going to be exclusive? Like maybe one a year, like maybe treat it like a Verka.
Oh, I think they're gonna treat it like a Verka. It'll be they'll pick one kit that's highly loved and release that once a year, because I mean, the amount of engineering that goes into these little things are pretty phenomenal too. So I can't imagine them even pumping out two. Dude, if they can't pump out a new master grade, like if they pump out 3 new master grades a year, I think this year we're up to what? Are we up to 1 or 2?
Let's see.
But we all know they're in single digits. Like you can count them on your hand and still have room left over. One hand have room left over. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep this to 1 a year and it be an event.
So you don't think it'll be like they'll pump them out like they'll do like how they doing with the Wish from Mercury kits?
No, I see this as Apple's tactic, right? So we release one iPhone, right, every year, and it's the one that everybody wants to get. We have a ton of other products that we release all year round, right? People don't know about that, but we release a ton of things but this one iPhone catches their eye every time.
Yeah.
Right. So, and I think this is their new iPhone.
But that's what the MGX is supposed to do. You think?
I think the MGX is like the MacBook Air, like the laptop that everybody would love to have, but no one can really afford, right? Mm-hmm. Except for true creatives. And that's what it is. True creatives take it, go out with it, right? True collector. But I think this will be like that one iPhone. Easy. It's still affordable, even though it's kind of expensive, right? And it's special in its own way because it's not too many of them, and they're kind of rare. Not rare, but they're one of a kind. The MGEX, it's just a master grade. It really is a master grade.
But this really is an SD.
And this is an SD and a master grade. So I mean, it's not really a master grade. It's really an SD. But it's a special SD. Like how many special SDs are there? There's special master grades even before MGEX came out. But
which would like what?
Metallic coating with the
but that's not really
the faux perfect grade stuff and
I guess you're right.
Yeah, and then all the and all that extra stuff like for SDs.
This is a true game. This is like I see what you say. This is a game changer all the way to where you could freak. If you were skilled enough, you could freak a MG unicorn to make it look like an EX. You can't. You can't freak an SD to make it look like this.
No, you could, but oh my God, you would be essentially building a new kit. You might as well just wait for this.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, for a while, we all thought it was going to be a high grade body. Would you have been disappointed with that?
Yes, I would have.
SDK?
I'm really happy that they. Now, I like some of those. I think I've sent you guys a picture of the Banshee that was the high grade Banshee with the SD head. They actually look really cute and really fun, right, to build.
Yeah,
but I'm really happy that they decided to go all out and just make something new. And sure, it's a little bit of old, a little bit of new mixed together, but really it is something just brand new. This could be. They didn't even have to call this SD. They could have called this desktop army or something like that, right?
Yeah,
they could have called it anything, and it would have lapped up. I'm just happy that Bandai's trying something at least, and I push that all the time. I say, hey, do something new if you can. Because I mean, I would love to get re-releases of some kits. Don't I ain't gonna stop you, but throw in some new stuff here.
What's crazy is like I see you got something to show here. Last talking point to this SD. Mm-hmm. What's crazy is this eventually is going to be a line to where somebody is only going to collect MGSDs.
Yeah, somebody's gonna have just a bookshelf of just MGSDs. And they're going to be.
That's wild.
And you know what?
I don't blame them.
They got some great ones to start out with.
Because to be honest with you, it could be just new. I'm more excited about this line than I am with the MG line because I don't like the size of the MG. I could rock with this even for toy photography purposes. I could rock with it if y'all gave me a double pack or eventually come out with the Char and Armor, the RX, and the Zaku 2, I would love it. It gives me all the mechanics, and it's smaller than 144, so I can fit a lot more in a photo. Oh, I can't wait for this. I know I said before I wasn't, but this has grown on me, and I'm definitely copying this.
I would say the best part about this is not only is right the size. In my opinion, it's the size. Not only can you make a fantastic kit, but you can put it anywhere. It can be like just a piece of artwork in your home, just about anywhere, and you can take it to work and put it on your desk because it's small enough. Right? I would never bring a master grade to work, ever. That's not happening. There's too many things that could go wrong.
Thought about bringing my MGX unicorn.
Dude, there's so many things that could go wrong. So many things that could happen to it, and on top of that, it's way too big. All the ones I want to bring at least are too big and too cumbersome. But this could sit right there next to your monitor and just chill.
Right, discreet, low key.
Mm-hmm.
I for sure copped it. I might even cop 2. I could be tired, fatigue could be kicking in, but I would like one to paint and definitely one to straight build with a top coat for toy photography purposes.
Okay, yeah, that works. And you know what? They're as much as a master grade, so you're not going to spend an arm and a leg.
What you got up here?
Oh, so we were talking about hangers earlier, and this is the one. So if anybody's wondering, if you go to YouTube, there's a channel called Crafta. He's a Japanese builder, and that's Crafta, just regular CRAFTA. But he builds Gundams and whatnot. But he was showing that the hanger he built, and all these. Look at all these boxes. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Right, all these to build this, and this is all from Kotobukiya. He takes them all out here. He's got now the Kotobukiya ones, in my opinion, are the better ones because Kotobukiya just in general. But look at that, right?
Good, yeah.
He put them all together.
Company that you said earlier, I meant to ask you. You said something about light. This is you was going through the company that make hangers. Is that the?
Yeah. You
said something like compressed light. Is that what you said?
Kotobukiya. Considered light. That's the one I have. The one I brought.
Is that the one that's from USA that has the LEDs that you get the magnets?
No, that's a different one. Actually, that might be the same company, but it's a different product. Mine did not come with the lights at all. Mine was the rectangle one that are all snapped together or hexagon shaped, and you can snap 4 or 5 or whatever ones you want together in a line. I had bought 2 of them and snapped them together to make a cute little not cute, but a sizable hanger. But look at this. This is ridiculous. I mean, you have to buy a ton of them, but you get that effect really quick with it.
Yeah, now, it looks like you're in a hanger.
Right? But do you see how many you had to buy? And that's the Nightingale, so you're getting the size here.
Yeah, you get that's a decent,
That's a decent size. It's really large. And I mean,
it looks good, but it's just, to me, it's just like, man, what would you do to take up all that other space? Because I could not have that and just... One is too much for one, and it's too. It will look wild with multiple suits in there, unless you do like an assembly line setup.
Well, I mean that's the thing. He does put multiple suits in here. He's gonna, I think, show the Eclipse here first, and then the Eclipse. Yeah, so he shows the Eclipse in it, but he has them lined up next to. Let me see, a couple other suits down the line. Or actually, maybe it's just in the front. But yeah, no, if you can put
of the hanger.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same video?
This is the same video, but he was really building the Eclipse. It's the he did the hanger thing as like a side bit. But if you look at here the clips, he does do a picture of the actual everything else that's with it. Okay, maybe not. Maybe it was just the Eclipse, but it can fit 3 other mobile suits in there. And when you have them all like set up and ready, it looks dope. Like all the Jestas lined up, it looks like a Jesta cannon at the very end. It looks so sick. Okay,
yeah, you got me with that. You're right. If it was like 3 of the same, like 3 Zaku's grunt suits, I could rock it. Okay,
yeah, it has 3 regular suits, and then at the very end, the 4th one's the Ace Pilot suit that's facing you. It looks sick.
You talking about something that's going to eat up space? You see the Nightingale sitting in there,
and he has room to spare.
Yes, so you can only imagine how much that's going to eat up wherever you put it.
Dude, at one point
that's not a detox.
No, dude, at one point he puts the master grade box, the box it came in, right, or the box the Nightingale came in with the stand on the Nightingale rotating, and it has room. It has room to do it. It's Dude, that's
Sheesh.
insane.
Well, that's what I think one day we all want to get to. That's what we all want to get to at one point. I kind of want to get one. Yeah, you want to get to it now.
Yeah, I was looking at it, I was like, I can order that. I can order at least half of that now. And then just wait a month.
I think half you'd be okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
It's just like that L where it's like the back, because you could kind of get away with not having the sides. If you, for me, again, toy photography purposes, you could get away with not having the sides, or kind of get 3 and then have like that, like a corner, like a corner wall, and you can kind of rock with it like that. I think it's pretty. That'd be pretty dope. Dope.
And you know, speaking of that, for your photography on that Zero that you put up recently on Instagram, you had all those discarded buildings from that third party company, but you got that wire. Was that a highway? That
is a bridge and some pole lines from iPop Designs. Because what we don't do over here, we don't gatekeep people. We do not gatekeep. So let me pull up. I don't mind letting y'all know where I got my stuff from, because guess what? Somebody let me know where they got it from. So iPop Designs. I guess this could be our creators corner. Shout out to this guy. He is I don't know if he takes these photos, but he makes these buildings. They're relatively cheap. They're about, I would say this is about $35. I seen him on his shop on eBay. So he makes the buildings in scale of 4 Godzilla figures. I think this set is like $80.
Wow.
8 inches.
That looks great.
Yeah. And they're meant for like obviously Godzilla photos, but this is like what you get out of it, right? Like this is the Godzilla walking around Japan, which is that shot right there is crazy.
That's insane, dude.
Yeah. So
isn't it just a great time we live in, where we live in a time where we can find this stuff like easy and available, and we can go out and get it. Like if we lived back in the 80s, we would never even know about it. We would have to build all these ourselves.
Right. And that's something I cannot do.
And that's something I don't have the space for.
So this is like the bridge.
Oh wow, that looks awesome. Oh, they have lights. The lights inside them is killing me. That's what's getting me, dude. It's like, oh geez.
And when it comes to toy photography, like I was saying earlier, in Gundam, like to get it to scale is the key. Like the picture I just look at King Kong. Like that does not look like a figure. Right? It looks like somebody took a real picture of King Kong. So this is what I want to be. Yes, I want to be able to do this in representation for Gundam. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of people out there that takes great Gundam photography, but to get it to look like this, because how big they are, granted, they're not going to be this big, so there's no Gundam that's going to tower over buildings like this. That's the only problem.
Except for maybe the
Penelope?
No, what's the large one that they fight in the Double Zeta? No, in Zeta. The Psycho Gundam.
The Psycho Gundam, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that one.
Maybe. Or the what is it? The Rizeong.
Yeah. But you could get away with some of it like this. You could put a Gundam here and you could possibly get away.
Yeah.
Because
especially the highways. Those highways and roads, because highways and roads, they're kind of, unless you get them egregiously big or ridiculously small, right? They usually kind of just stay in scale. Your eye kind of just formats to it anyway.
Yeah. So his name is iPop Designs, not Custom. I'm sorry, iPop Designs. He's also on eBay. That's where I ordered mine from. The bridge was like $12, and the poles were eBay. Because everybody eats B. So we got $20, $24, $20, street $12. So they're 1 in 200 scale. So check them out. order some stuff. Like I want to get this. Maybe on payday I'll grab that.
Mhm.
Or maybe some more beat up buildings.
Yeah, and I think your screen freeze.
Oh, my fault. My fault. I'm not sharing. Open a new tab. I'm sorry, people. On YouTube. This is his eBay shop, iPop Designs. And here are the buildings. So this is what I got. So it's $10 and you get 2 of them.
Oh wow, $10. Oh, you get 2 of them. Okay, that's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's not bad.
2 of them.
$10 and shipping and handling is probably reasonable.
Yeah. Like, hell, this even have a Bandai logo on it. That's the Bandai factory.
He's calling them out. Bandai's gonna send their copyright ninjas. Be safe, man. Be safe.
You know, these are the things you have to take into consideration. Like, damn, do I want to pay $12.50 for tanks? But it makes sense to have them for toy photography.
Hey,
this is free shipping. So shipping
Oh,
anyway.
Oh, you know why it's so small? It just probably fits in the envelopes. They probably just kind of envelope shipping. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you probably don't have to pay for it.
Well, I don't know. It looked like it might be all free shipping.
Oh, really?
This 5 inches that's used. I'm trying to see something that's like free shipping, $24. There's no way that's fitting in the envelope.
Nah.
9-inch building, yeah.
That's definitely a box.
Yeah. So check them out. That's iPop Designs on eBay and on Instagram as well.
Dope.
And also, don't forget to check out, y'all know Vulcan Hobby. Check out Vulcan Hobby as well. So you can do everything right then and there. You can be on your computer, order from iPop Designs, boom, and then get you a kit, order from Vulcan Hobby, you're gonna get 10% off. And then you can dabble into some toy photography as well, or just dabble into making your setup look a little bit better. Because you want to stand out, right? Like we've seen let's see. We saw the evolution of displaying kits, right? We have the regular standing up, put it on somewhere and stand it up. Then we saw the evolution to where it's on an action base. You have a whole bunch of action bases. Then it went to maybe a different type of action base. And then it went to hangers. Because at one point in time, it was hard to even find hangers.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
And then now, so everybody's doing something different. So look into maybe enhancing your Gunpla. I don't want to say category, but like your Gunpla scenery. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, your dioramas.
Your dioramas, and it could be just for you. You might have a DTOF that you're like, you know what? These 5 kits in here looking kind of straggly on this shelf. Let me make a city scene.
Displaying your kits is probably one of the funnest things you can do, especially in a DTOF. If you can make a whole square part of the DTOF, a whole scene. I've seen some people who have those like elf statues, and they buy like fake leaves, fake grass, fake trees, like from Michael's, and to make a little diorama inside that one little cut off DTOF,
right?
And have the elf in it, and then right below it, they have like a Blade Runner theme, and they have some Blade Runner figures, and they bought like squares and everything in light. So displaying your kits, having a good time with them, having fun, and just in making it where every time you come home and you open the door, it's something special for you is what's important.
And that is where we're going to end it off at, people. What Austin just said, having fun, because this is why we do it. Have fun. This isn't supposed to stress you out. Of course, there's going to be frustrating moments, but have fun with it. Enjoy your time doing something in your craft. Enjoy doing it. That's why we do it. That's why Austin does it. That's why I do the toy photography. That's why CD does his thing. We all enjoy having fun. So have fun. We're the Undergated, never underrated. That man right over there. Make sure y'all follow him on Instagram. Hit him up. I wanted to. It moved so quick. I forgot what it was earlier. I'll try to find it in the video. But his knowledge is crazy. it was something we was talking about earlier, and you just recall. You was like a Rolodex when it comes to this building stuff. I mean it, man. Make sure y'all follow Austin. Hit him up if you have any questions about any kits or anything Gundam related or anything anime related. His knowledge in anime is nuts as well. Make sure y'all follow CD and go hit him up for any type of animated related questions. His CD's playlist should be dropping soon. More episodes. Coop's Corner Thursday, tomorrow, 5:30 Eastern time. Make sure y'all check that out as well. I appreciate everybody who's been hitting me up and been watching the hunts as well. Again, Undergated, never underrated. Until next time. Peace.
Peace. Deuces.